This will be a very serious communication. I'll be making some observations. Lover, when I'm near you and I hear you speaking my name softly in my ear, you breathe a flame. Lover, please be tender when your tender fears depart. Lover, I surrender to my heart. All of my future is in you. Your every dream I desire. But if you didn't continue, I would die. And lover, when we're dancing, keep on glancing in my eyes, till love's old entrancing music dies. I'd say that the devil was in you, and to resist you I tried. But if you didn't continue, I would die. So, lover, please be tender when your tender fears depart. Lover, I surrender to my heart. The sky was blue and high above. The moon was new and so was love. This eager heart of mine is singing. Lover, where can you be? You came at last, that's when love had its day. But that day is past, you've gone away. And while I'm waiting here, this heart of mine is crying. Lover, come back to me now. I remember every little thing that we used to do. I'm so lonely. Every road I walk along, I walk along with you. No wonder I am lonely. The sky is blue, the night is cold, the moon is new, but love is old new. And while I'm waiting here, this breaking heart is crying. Lover, come back to me. Now, for those of you who have listened on YouTube, you're hearing Marco the singer, YouTube singer. And you know, beyond any shadow of a doubt, I am the American Songbook. My duty, my only obligation when I sing, is to sing the lyric the way I think the lyricist would have wanted it to be done. However, these laments, these two magnificent laments, these two phenomenal saloon songs I've just sung are bullshit. Their only escape, listen to me very closely, their only escape in an Alice in Wonderland world. One should never put oneself in a position where you become addicted to the presence of anybody. You should never be in a position where you can't walk out that door without lament, without regret, when it's the time to do so. It's the art of letting go. And you want to be the first one to do it. Know the other person. You be the first one. You take the power. Love, quote unquote, is nothing but tactful avoidance and what was that word we used during the Eisenhower years? Coexistence. Peaceful coexistence with the Russians at that time, communists, in Ike's years, President Eisenhower. Peaceful coexistence. Tactful avoidance, peaceful coexistence. When the fantasy, when the illusions, when the delusions wear off and reality sets in, cold, hard reality. And as Dr. Freud correctly said, hominis lupus hominis, man the wolf to man. Reality is nothing but a cold, hard motherfucker. Period. Period. Anything else, everything else is a footnote to that. And these songs that I sing from the American Songbook that I love, realize their escape. They're a momentary escape. I'm taking a sentiment that the lyricist has provided me, taking it to the heavens, taking it to the stars, tenderly, gently exploring it, because I realize it's like an eggshell. If I press too hard, it'll bust. That's what these lyrics are. But in no way in hell do they take the place of the real world, the real social reality out there, which is a cold, hard motherfucker. Depending on your phenotype, your temperament, your conditioning, your height. Very important. I'm sorry to say it, it's pandemic. The vertically challenged man like me catches hell out there. I'm telling it like it is. Anybody thinks different, make me an argument, provide me the evidence. But make sure you're not in Alice in Wonderland when you do it. It's a competitive world. A man has to learn to stand on his own self-sufficiency and self-support as quickly as possible. The fact is you always are on your self-sufficiencies and self-supports and don't even know it. So you're going from self-sufficiency, self-support to another self-sufficiency, self-support. Don't depend on anybody. Don't depend on anybody. Always be prepared to throw back an insult. They said Frank Sinatra, if he even thought he was insulted, he even thought somebody insulted him, he was a wild man. I thought it was nuts when I heard about that. Now I see Frank was right. No insult, verbal abuse, physical intimidation must ever go unchallenged. You have to take your victimhood back and turn it on the son of a bitch who perpetrates the crime of trying to intimidate somebody verbally or physically by presence. You throw it right back to him. Shaft it right back to him. He shafts it to you, you shaft it 10 times harder back to him. That's my belief. It's one competition out there. Don't let anybody... And there are no entitlements. Notions of fairness, entitlement, right and wrong, good and bad have nothing to do with anything. They exist on a continuum. You get the justice, you get the fairness, you get the treatment you settle for. You have to fight for everything. You have to fight for everything. And you have to be, most of all, a master. This is what Tony Robbins got right. I disagree vehemently with Tony Robbins and his approach, but I will say he has got it right. He's a masterful communicator, and life is nothing but communication. Nothing but communication, physical presence and aura, and street smarts to back it up. Never trust any promises to perform. Specific time, specific place, specific performance. And you need leverage. You need leverage to ensure that the son of a bitch will deliver what he says he's going to do. Test everything out. Never trust what anybody tells you on face value. Check it out. Check it out, especially if they have a sweet personality to package it in. Check it out. Biggest lies ever been told, and I've been a fool of this all my life, is that the women are nurturing, compassionate, and they'll give to a beta male a fair shake. Bullshit. Bullshit. This is the biggest lie that's ever been told. Alpha. Alpha woman wants alpha male. Beauty queen wants beauty king. The 80-20 rule. 20% of your alpha pretty boy is getting 80% of the action. The women action is what I'm talking about. And what I mean by that is not just the sex. I mean the whole aura, everything, the confirmation, the social confirmation, the conversation that has substance behind it, not superficial, not symbolic catchwords, but has some real gravitas behind it. That's what I'm talking about. And the other 20% the other 80% of the betas are fighting for 20% of the women. And we are facing your alphas horning in on that action too. You want some truth? I'll give it to you. And now I conclude with a little bit of escape. It's a wonderful Oscar Hammerstein tune. Now, what was the name of that? I lost the... I'll think of it. I'll get it. Music. Soul that can be heard. A soul that can be heard. Skips my mind. Well, instead of that, I'll finish with this fantasy song. Dancing in the dark till the tune ends. We're swinging in the dark and it soon ends. We're waltzing to the wonder of why we're here. All the time hurries by, we're here, and baby, we're gone. I was looking for the light, of a new love to bust up the night. I have you, love, and we can face that music together, dancing in the dark. What though love's old, what though song is new, through them we're gonna be young. Hear this heart of mine, well, in all the time, dear one, will you tell me that we're one? I was looking for the light of that new love to swing this lonely night. Now I have you, love, and we can face the music together, dancing, dancing in the dark. Get the point? Millions have been made selling the delusion of dancing in the dark to lonely beta males. Millions have been set up. And how about that Charles Atlas? We were all victims of the Charles Atlas scam in the 50s. Atlas came out. Are you tired? I'm calling out to my betas. I'm calling to turn them into my army of He-Men. Are you tired, beta, of having the bully kick sand in your face? Are you tired, beta, of having the bully, the obnoxious brute jock, the alpha, taking all the women while you watch and mocking you? Are you tired of that? I'm calling for my army of He-Men. Join me. Buy the Charles Atlas course. I'll put TNT into your fists. I'll armor plate your pecs. I'll give you washboard abs. I'll give you lats, tiger tinsel lats. I'll tiger tinsel your lats. I'll give you thighs like huge marble columns, forearms like oak trees, biceps like footballs. I'll coconut delt your shoulders. I'm calling to you, and I'll do this in 3 months. I'm calling out to you. I'm asking 15 minutes of your time to turn you into a He-Man. Will you join? Will you join my army of He-Men? Will you stand up and refuse to be a victim any longer? Modern day version of that bullshit, Tony Robbins.